Hey everybody, how are you? I'm getting eaten by mosquitoes again, and I have a very high frame rate drop right now. So if it's laggy, I apologize. It's like 13-15% frame rate drop, and I don't know how long I can sustain this on the internet that I'm on. I apologize. So I'm in the garage and I got my jacket on again, and it's like super mosquito fest again. So I don't know what I was expecting, but I hope that it's streaming okay. Because to me right now on my phone, it's not streaming for crud at all. And the frame rate drop keeps going up higher and higher and higher. So, you know what? I'm going to keep going with it. I'll watch the conversation in the chat room. Let me know what you guys, if you say, I know bug spray. I don't have any bug spray at the moment. But yeah, let me know if it gets really bad. I'll probably do this for like an hour if it's really bad, because I don't want to give everyone a bad experience. But anyways, for all of you that did come, I appreciate it. Ah, man, I'm up to 30% dropped frames. Yee, that's bad. Anyways, hopefully you can at least hear me, right? If anyone can see right here, I want to point out that those are the Patreons. The Patreon shows up in here now for those of you that are Patreons, and if there's anyone out there that wants to also be a Patreon, especially since my birthday is on October 10th, that would be really awesome. Oh man, talk about a bad day to have internet issues. So far on my phone, it looks like it's working okay. So let's just keep going with it. What do we got new? I went to Northwest Houston Mini Moto Meet, and Ben, you didn't go. We drove all the way to like Splendora to some place that had a huge bar, but in the backyard was a bunch of food trucks. So it was like the food truck place. It was actually pretty cool. If it was closer, I would like it. Hey, Moto Bikes, what's up? You made it to the live chat. I'm telling you now, I'm sorry that the streaming is bad. For some reason, in my garage, when I get Wi-Fi, I'm losing like 30 frames. I mean, I'm at 30% packet loss, which is amazingly bad. If anyone is looking for an amazing touring naked bike helmet, the RF1200. Oh yeah, hey, what size is it? Let me know. Maybe you can sell it to me, because I'm in the market for a new helmet. My helmet that I have now is too big. Well, at first it fit great, but then as I wore it longer, it started getting looser, and then now it has like lag. So when I turn my head, it's like behind me, because my head slides around inside of it, and it's really annoying. Anyways, anybody who sees motorbikes, it looks like Wikes. I watch his videos, and he says, you can call me whatever, because I don't think anyone gets how do you pronounce it, but it's Motobikes. He's got a cool YouTube channel. You should check it out. Motobikes, if you're in here still, go ahead. You can send your link in the chat if you want. Everyone needs to check it out. I also put it on my Facebook page, and I just realized that now mosquitoes are biting my ankles instead of my arms. It sucks. Peter is the hotness. Hey, I haven't seen you in a while. You been doing good? Look, can you see my Patreons that show up on here now? I actually have Patreons. Can you believe it? And I'm looking for more. Anyone want to sign up? Ben? You could spare $2 a month to support the channel. Anyways, that's really not good. If you crash, you could cause your neck to break. Helmets need to be snug. I agree, and it was very snug. Look, it was very snug. In the very beginning, this sucker fit awesome. But now, as time has gone on, it like, watch this. It keeps sliding back and forth, like, and it's annoying. And then as the wind blows the GoPro, it starts to push down on my head. Which, by the way, motorbikes, I actually figured a way to get the GoPro to sit upright. Because I noticed that yours is upside down. I used to have mine upside down. $2 a month. There's also a $1 a month one too. If you join the ranks, then you get to be in the group that helps me with picking out crap from a bike. So far, I had the two that are in there. They helped me pick out the vinyl wrap, which I'm not telling anyone so far what it is, but I've already ordered it, and it's going to come in the mail sometime on my birthday week. So if everyone doesn't know, next week on October 10th is my birthday, and I will be making a ton of videos. I'll probably be doing a lot more lives because it is my, like, I'm going to be off. I took the whole week off, and I'm just going to hang out and do whatevs in it. So is the chat still moving along? Is the video still doing pretty good? Because I'm at like almost 30% frame loss. I missed the moto meet, but had an amazing time. Oh, you went to Coffee and Cars. Which Coffee and Cars? The one over in over by I-10, or the other one over by us? The one in Clear Lake, not Clear Lake. Cypress Lake, Cypress Creek, Cypress something. That one's pretty cool too. Yeah, no problem with the chat. I'm just trying to share because there are people out there who are moto vloggers who have awesome content, but like for some reason or another just not getting exposure. And your stuff's pretty cool, and you put a lot of work into it, and it looks like you enjoy it, so it shows in the videos when you make them. So let's share. And plus, I think you're Filipino also, so like, you know, we have to support our balikbayan. At the mall in Katy Mills Mall, that's a pretty big parking lot. I used to run, there's a half marathon over there that I used to run all the time, the Katy Half Marathon. I got first in my age group, which is pretty awesome. Yeah, so what was I talking about? Oh yeah, I got a vinyl wrap for the bike, excuse me. I got some parts to put on the bike. Did anyone see the, Hey Joe Dirt, woohoo, good to see ya. And nice haircut. No, I combed it up. So, you know, whatever. I was actually trying to get rid of the white in my hair because I don't want to start looking like I'm old. No one wants to look old, right? Anyways, so what else do I got going on? I'm going to start the contest soon, but that's probably going to be Friday next week when I start the drawing. I think I'm going to do, I don't know if anyone wants it, but I have a Bluetooth transmitter. You can make anything that's anything that has power, like your TV. You could connect your Bluetooth headphones to your TV or anything like that. I got it from a vendor for cheap stuff on Amazon, my other YouTube channel. Oh, there you go. Hey, Project CRX 1991. I haven't seen you in a while. You've been doing good? Hopefully you're doing good. As a matter of fact, oh, funny thing is, I saw, I didn't realize this, but there's a guy that lives down the street, and I think he had like a 90 CRX, I don't know, and he pulled it out of the garage and started it, and it was like, blah, 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 and it was loud as crap, and then when he turned it, because he was loading it on a trailer, it had no bumper, and it was like all intercooler, so I was like, oh, this has been down the street the whole time, and I could have been looking at it. Anyways, yeah, you've been busy. That's cool. Whatever. Stop by when you can. There's no real you have to do it. Scott Rainey, what's up? How are you? Good to see you again. I'm seeing a lot of regulars. I really like it when I see a lot of regulars in here, people that I've seen. I'd like to point out right here the Patreons. They're still. I got it to work. It actually shows who's a Patreon on here now. It's either $1 or $2 a month. I'm pushing it a lot until the day of my birthday. And then after, on October 11th, I will quit pushing Patreon and the Discord channel until after Christmas. Maybe a little bit around Christmas, but no more. I feel like I'm doing a PBS special where I have to I'm doing the fundraising for all Sesame Street and all these other public access television shows. What else we got going on? Yeah, so anyways, I hope you guys saw the Ruckus video, if there's any Ruckus people in here. I think the Joes are Ruckus people. I did some really extensive testing on the slider weights, and I used my toolbox as a little board, and it worked out pretty well. I got some good numbers out of it, and now I know. I'm so glad I got the tack. Now I know where my RPMs are at what speeds. It's amazing what the lightweights was getting me as far as RPM, and then I'm getting the same speed, but what the RPM was after that. So yeah, that was pretty cool. I'm thinking about going to racing school to ride bikes. I have some friends that are into it, so it's like $90, and I get to do a training course and get my racing license, which I think would be cool, and race in the novice class. Anyways, what do you think? Let me know. In other news, I still haven't done the triple tree on the Lafon. I still haven't done the fork oil. Oh, I did talk to a guy who does the Lafon parts, and he said that there's a whole bunch of cool parts coming out soon that I need to be aware of. So if anyone's interested, which is less than likely because it seems like my Lafon following is like 8 people, and that's like the entire United States, it seems like at the moment. But it's about to have a really big aftermarket, so you should be excited. Scott is the Ruckus people. So Scott, did you see my my slider weight video? I worked really hard on that, and it was really a pain because I had to record again, change cameras, record again, change cameras, record again, change cameras. And then I had to remember all those numbers in my head as I did them, and I think I got some of the numbers off, but, it's cool. And sorry if I'm using my vape a lot. It was a stressful day, and I'm trying to quit. I promise I'll quit eventually. You guys will probably be in on it too. So someone tell me something that's new. Oh, wait, Ben? I would love to have a new Honda Monkey, but holy cow, $4,000. Heck no. Yeah, I don't want... $4,000? No thanks. And dude, you're tall, so you would look kind of weird on it. You should look up a bike called Kimco. Here, let me type it. Kimco Spade. I put it in the chat. It's called a Kimco Spade, and it's like a monkey, but it's bigger, and it's fuel injected, and it's a 5 or a 6 speed, but it's a 150. So it's really similar to the Lafon, except for it's got a wider wheelbase and bigger wheels. It looks more like you looked it up? Yeah, it looks like I don't know. It kind of looks like a bigger monkey. It's a cool bike, and it's not expensive. And there's a dealer up in Conroe that sells them, or it sells Kimco bikes. I was thinking about it. I think it looks cool, but I'm not sure if I want to go for another China. If I get another China bike, more than likely it'll be like an SSR. But more than likely, I'm gonna go like moto bikes. Make a sumo or something, like a 250 or something like that. I think it'd be cool. I don't know. Peters the Hotness says, I love the Ruckus video. I'm in the middle of swapping mine to a GY6. Do you have plans of doing the swap too? My general answer is no, I'm not going to do a GY6. But, and if I do, I will do it on another bike. But, like, sometimes I want to do it, and I change my mind because I want the challenge of getting a GY6. Doing the swap sounds super fun. And then, you know, it just sounds a lot more interesting to do. And then, of course, if there's maintenance, you know I love tuning the crap out of it. And I'd love to get mine to go 50, 60 miles per hour. Like, what, you know, and then they have big bore kits. There's just a whole bunch of stuff for the GY6 that I think would be very interesting. But right now the answer is no. And I want to build out the Ruckus motor so it's stronger, but I don't know if that's going to be worth it. I don't know anyone who's done the mods that I want to on the motor of a Get, so we'll see. And if I do it, then I'm going to end up doing a fatty 12-inch extension and make my bike look like, I don't know if anyone knows Small Bore Two Wheels. He's a Ruckus moto vlogger. His bike looks awesome, and I would love to do that. 28-inch seat height. Yeah. I saw a guy who was like a big guy, and he was sitting on the Lafon, and he looked like should be in the circus. It just looked really weird when he was sitting on it. And then he sat on a Kimco, so it showed another picture of him sitting on the Kimco, and it looked more normal. So, yeah. So, you know, I don't want you to look weird, but then, you know what? Me and Mark pulled up to an ice cream shop. Apparently, it was homecoming weekend, and we pulled up to an ice cream shop, and all the homecoming people went to go eat ice cream at this ice cream shop. And you could see them pointing and laughing at my little motorcycle and all that stuff. And you know what? Who cares, right? I enjoy it. I like it. I'm confident in it could be pink for all I care. I enjoy it. Does it really matter what other people think? Now, everybody wants to be cool. On the other hand, everyone wants to have people look at what you have or what you do and be like, I want to do that. But, you know, I'm not. I just don't feel like I'm that kind of person that I want to be like that. Anyways. Now with the Ruckus, that's a whole different story. It's not silly looking. It's so different that when people look at it, they're like, ooh, wow, cool. I like that. What is it? How do I get one? How much did you pay for it? Did you mod it? How fast does it go? How much does it cost to put gas in it? Where's the gas tank? You know, stuff like that. I don't get very many insults when I'm in the Ruckus, but I definitely get people looking at me funny when I'm riding my mini bike Lafon. So I'm glad that you like it. You should look at it. If they ever have one in Conroe, there's a Kimco dealer in Conroe. If they ever have one, contact me because I want to go up there and sit on one. So if you ever see one that's up in stock up there, let me know. I'll go with you. Well, I don't know if I could ride my Lafon up there. Well, I guess I could. I can get on the freeway. As long as you're not willing to drive your police bike over 60 miles per hour, then yeah, sure, let's go. But 1000 RR only going 60 miles per hour on the freeway just seems like like a waste of effort. It's like those old people. Like, you see old people riding Porsches and Ferraris and junk, and you know, and then they're going like 60, 65 miles per hour on the freeway, and you're like, why did you buy it? Why? Dude, if you could only see the number of mosquitoes that are flying around my monitor right now, it's crazy. Mod. Hold on, I want to try something. Mod Stream Labs. It's supposed to turn on a bot. Well, it doesn't like it. I like cruising also. Cruising I like more. There was a time in my life where when I drove a car around, it's like anything around me, I was racing it. I couldn't let anyone get in front of me. I couldn't let anyone go faster than me until I bought a WRX. And then once I knew I could go faster than everybody else, then I didn't care that people were passing me. So I guess maybe that's how you feel about it. I mean, you know, you can incinerate everybody on the road with your police bike. And when I say police bike, guys, don't think this guy's driving like a Harley or something like that. You know, like, he's not from Chips. You know, it's like a sport bike, but it looks like a police bike. But anyways, yeah. Trading in for a Vulcan. You know, Moto Mantooth had a Vulcan that he bobbered. A VRF 800. You know, I'd Google that right now, but my internet connection is so shaky right now. I have no idea if it would crash my computer or something. So I'm gonna leave it alone. But anyways, look. Notice below in the link of the description, there is a link to a Discord channel. I forgot to mention this to everybody. If there's still people in here, right? It's not just me and Ben talking. There's a Discord channel link. You click on it, and you get into a chat room for the Discord application, and we chat. People are talking to me like all the time, and I love it. So I forgot to mention that, but I'm gonna do that. I chat in there. We share videos, whatever. People ask me, we goof off. I tell people when I'm gonna ride, and then meet up with people. Because I've met up with a couple of people in there so far that live around here, and I've met and found some people. So, Ben, click on the Discord link and install the application. And Scott, I don't know if you're in there, but you should get in there too. So, if you can, please do. It would make me happy to see more people. Can you talk more about the pilot weights? What's a pilot weights? Like the weights on the Ruckus? I'll wait for an answer because I don't know what pilot weights are. Oh, Dr. Pulley. Yeah, Dr. Pulley. Okay, so in the CVT of it's an automatic transmission, right? So it's belt driven, and let's just say there's a belt that's the wheel is on a. Anyways, what happens is as you accelerate, the weights push out and stretch the belt, making it shorter and then closing it on here, so your gear ratio changes as your weights slide out. Dr. Pulley weights can slide out farther, so therefore it can open up wider and giving you a larger gear ratio. Normally they put these little slider things. They look like, I don't know, they just look like little cylinders. They're made of plastic and they can wear out and they can slide. But the heavier the weight, the farther it can push it out because of centrifugal force, because there's a lot of more rotating mass. But if you use lighter weights, it gets out faster, but it doesn't go out as far because there's not enough rotating mass to push it out as fast. So you have to find that fine-tuned balance on your weights to get your CVT to come out enough to go fast enough, but not too much. But not, you want them to be heavy, but not too heavy. And that sounds so, like, general that it could be whatever you want it to be. But that's what I did in that video was testing. You should watch it if you get a chance. Ben, I don't see your name up here yet. I'm waiting for it so we can celebrate. I can do screenshots. Just kidding. Or am I? Bentonator, what's up? Welcome back. Haven't seen you in a while. You've been doing good. I wonder if P.O.Box is still in here. I have some questions about riding a sumo. From my experience, I prefer Dr. Pulley sliders. I go with 6 grams, but you also weigh 200 pounds. Right now, I'm running the 5.5 and the 5, and I don't like it. I mean, I like it, but I can't get up to speed fast enough. In my situation, there's a lot of stoplights off of the road that I live off of, so like it's stop and go, and I'm always taking off at a light, so I need some acceleration so people try to not, kiss my back tire and get all pissy and speed off around me. It's really annoying when people do that. So for me, I'm finding that balance of acceleration to 45. And I know that sounds like such a small number to everybody. I want to get to 45 miles per hour at a decent RPM, and I want to get there fast enough so that I don't hit 45 by the time I get to the next light. I mean, it's pointless at that point when I get there. I'm like about to get to 45 and then I hit the light. So the quicker I can get there, the better. P.O.Box is back. Yay. I watched your videos, but I don't remember what bike do you have? Because I'm interested in getting a sumo or a motard or whatever they call them now. A dirt bike that's street legal. My questions are what kind of like gas mileage do you get? And if you're a daily driver on it, is it comfortable? I mean, do you like it? I'm pretty sure it's comfortable, but is it drivable for daily driver? Mr. Betnator said, I'm good. Sorry I haven't been on your recent streams. Had baby number 2 Oh, hey, congratulations, Mr. Betnator. He had a baby. Hold on. Do I have any little things I can make stuff pop up on? Here, let's do this. Yay! It's not really anything, just I put that there. Whatever. Anyways, yes, that's awesome you had a baby. And the reason that that's awesome is because I have 3. My youngest is now 8. Or is he 9? He's 8. Yeah, he's 8. And I'm so glad that they're all 8 and older now because they're semi-self-sufficient. I don't know. Well, you have new babies. Anything under 5, it's just like constant attention and stuff. Not that I didn't enjoy that, but to go back to diapers again and formula and stuff like that, it just I really don't want to get there again. Now my wife would, but no. We chat. What chat are people in the Discord general chat ruckus? In the Discord channel, wait, is anyone in the Discord channel right now? There's a general and then there's a ruckus one. Just put stuff in there and it's cool. It's fine. And then I'll get the message eventually and we talk. So just join the ruckus channel and let me know that you're a subscriber so I can change your status to subscriber on there. Comfortable. That changes depending on the person. I can ride for 2 hours and be alright. After that, my butt starts to hurt. But a quick seat swap can change that. Sweet. I'm not that tall also, so I've tried to ride my buddies, and it's like I have to stand off to one side or be on super tippy toes. If you can ride for 2 hours, then I figure you from what I guess in your videos, you're like between 140 and 160. And you look maybe around 5'7", 5'8". That's pretty close to what I am, and I really want to try to ride one, but I don't know anyone around me who has one. What age? Okay, so everybody, if everybody wants to know how old I am, since my birthday is... Yay, Ben! Woohoo! Look, the zombie, it's running. I picked that. It's just for you. Awesome! Remind me when you get in the Discord channel for me to add you to the Stage 2 group, so that you can be part of the chat where we talk about whatever it is that we're going to be doing on the bikes. You get a lending hand of, there's 3 votes now, well 4 including mine, to figure out how we do the mods and changes on all the bikes. By the way, I'm thinking about trying to find a cheap bike, like a scooter or a moped, and make it a cheap build project and then give it away. But anyways, I digress. That's in the future. See, now I forgot what I was talking about. Oh, and yours is a 400. Dude, that must be torquey. Can you do wheelies? Mileage. 90 to 100 miles per tank. So maybe 45-ish miles per gallon. That's cool because my route to work is about 20 miles a day. So if you get 100 miles per gallon, then that means I'm just super excited about having another Patreon. Thank you, Ben, again. Back to subject. I was excited about, because if my route's 20, that's 5 days a week. That means I ride to work. That's 100 miles. So if you get 90 to 100, then we're doing about the same thing with the Ruckus. 5'10", you're tall. And 175 pounds. Okay, cool. So if you're 5'10", and I'm 5'6", so yeah. Oh, I forgot to tell you. October 10th is my birthday, and I turn 45. 45. I had to pause after that because it seems like people, like, their jaws are dropping, or like they start screaming what, or they start drooling or anything. Wheelies like a dream. I can stand up in first, second, and third. You know what? I bet you can. Because we went with, I don't know if you guys know Photogrammer. Photogrammer came to Houston, and then a whole bunch of sumos came, and they were all riding, doing like these insane wheelies. So yeah, it was pretty cool. So that's why I know they can wheelie. And I keep trying to find a friend who has one, and I want to ride it to see what it's like. I hear people can get them up in 4th and 5th. Never. Yeah, because I think when you go 4th or 5th, you have to compress and yank and throttle to get that up. And it really depends on your rear sprocket or your gearing also. But I know it can be done. Peter, this is the hotness 45. I thought you were in your 30s. Yes, I get that often, but like if there was a zipper on my face and open it up, inside you'd see Mr. Miyagi, and he'd be like telling you to wax on or wax off or something like that. Motorbikes, bro, 45. Yeah, I spent the first part of, I'm in IT, and I spent the first half, if not more than half of my life, in a server room or a dark computer room, coding and whatnot. So I never really got outside. So I blame the fact that I never got UV light on my face that much in order for me to get older. Now that I ride bikes and I have this new hobby, then I'm gonna get a lot of sun, and then now I'm gonna start aging. I'm starting to see some white on the edges, but that's between me and the 6 people in this chat right now. I think there's 6. Yeah, we live. So I just told you about Mr. Miyagi, but my wife was telling me that what's going to happen is she's going to turn over, or I've told her this, and she's told me this, and she tells the story also. She's going to turn over, and then I'm going to be Mr. Miyagi, or I'm going to be that guy from Kill Bill, who's like got that big white thing. I'm going to kill you. See, I just did an Asian stereotype there. So, is it not politically correct because, or is it okay because I'm Asian? Well, I'm Asian Pacific Islander. I don't know if that's the same thing. I'm more closer to Hawaiians and Hispanics than I am Asian. Well, I don't know. I'm not that Oriental. I don't know. One day I'll do a 23andMe and we'll find out what my heritage is. Anyways, just so you know, Mr. Motobikes, I have that KZ65. It's been tracked out. It's got wires on all the bolts, and it's a two-stroke, and it's loud as crap. Still finishing it off. It's a track bike, and it used to be a track bike, but it needs to be put back together and made a functional motorcycle again. I mean, it's functioning now, but I can't really ride it in my neighborhood. It's loud as crap, and people come out and get all pissy with me. You are super Swedish as to opposed to regular Swedish. This isn't like a whole like white supremacy thing, super Swedish. Like, you know. Just kidding, Ben. Because Ben's a Patreon. And he's like the star of the show today. Unless someone else becomes a Patreon. And it's funny, why did I make the $1 one if everyone picks the $2 one? So, you know, as long as you hang in there for a few months, I'll be cool with it, you know. And anyways, I like having a select group. Not that everyone isn't special, but you know what, millennials, not everyone gets to be special. And if you pay to play, then you get to be the guy in the secret chat room talking about what I'm going to do on the bike. Anyways, you got to get on the Patreon. You got to get on the Discord channel also. I'm going to mention it again. And Motobikes, it'd be cool if you got on the Discord channel too. I think there's a link in the bottom. Let me know if there's no link in for the Discord channel below. And if there's not, I need to make one. Oh, Rainy Motorsports. Oh, okay, he got in the Discord channel. Sweet. I can't make people subscriber status until I actually get in. Yeah, as a matter of fact, you should make one for your channel too. I have found that it is very community. And you were talking about on your latest video that you like how with YouTubers, you can connect with the creators easier. You get to, you know, it's more interactive and whatnot. If you offer a Discord channel, people can get a hold of you. Now, you don't have to always reply immediately because I have a life and a family and a job and all that stuff, but you can always get back to it. And then what's amazing is when everyone gets in there and they all start talking, and then all of a sudden, people are talking to each other and no one's talking to me, then I know that it's a community and I'm not sitting on a stage where everyone is throwing questions at me. And that's pretty awesome. I like that. I've always been a big community guy, but then again, I'm also Filipino and we're big into community raising, and everyone's your tita or your tito or your aunt and your uncle, or you know what I'm talking about. Anyways, that bike looks super dope. Yeah, it's cool. It's a two-stroke and it's loud as crap, and I cannot wait to get it finished so that we could take it to a track and I can learn how to ride it. I don't like that weird front fender though in there. Anyways, it's probably like a micro version of the bike that you have. Scott. Ooh. Scott Warren. Hey, what's up? This is 1300 saying. Oh, everybody, this is Scott, and he visits every once in a while to give me his mileage. I believe he drives like 60 miles a day on his Lafon. It is a China bike, for those of you who don't know, and he is up to 13,050 miles on it, which, by the way, is, far as I have done research and talked to the ends of the earth, that is the absolute by 2 or 3 times more, excuse me, I'm reading and talking at the same time, and that never works, more than anybody else that I know. The 35 tooth, if you look for my 35 tooth video on my channel, it has a link on it, but I think it cost me like 25 or 35. I didn't buy an aluminum one. I bought a steel one because I'm real brop with mine, so I wanted something that was a little bit stronger. And then it's like way lighter. I'm telling you right now, the 35 tooth that I got, that's that grade steel. I keep hearing things behind me. That's grade steel. It's so much lighter, so less rotating mass, so I probably can get a little bit better acceleration out of it. How do I get on your Discord? There's a link below, Ben. If not, send me a DM on Instagram like before, and I can help you get into it. But basically, there's a link and it opens it. You can also download the Discord app. And then when it says what server do you want to connect to, type in small engine velocity, all one word, and it'll connect you. I thought you were asking how do you make a Discord. You just go to discord.com and get your account and hit that little plus on the side, and you can make your own channel or room. What's his name? Smallboard 2 Wheels. He set one up, and I joined it, and then some of my people are bleeding over into there. It's kind of like this weird block party chat room thing now. Discord mainly is not only a chat, typing chat, but you can talk in there. There's like voice channels that you can get inside of there. I plan to try to use it one day. If anyone's ever played video games, it's like TeamSpeak, but 100% web-based. Scotty keeps letting me know the mileage on his bike because it lets me know that I made a worthwhile investment in my Lafon. Now, his is minimally modded. Maybe mine won't last as long because I've modded the poop out of it. I stuck my foot up its butt and made it a lot faster. But Scotty, the RPM is like 300 or 400 RPM lower than average on everything that you do. So for those 45 mile per hour cruising speeds, your RPM is lower, therefore you're putting a little bit less stress on your motor. Probably have to do less valve adjustments and all that junk. That reminds me, checked out. Oh yeah, okay, so I recommended Moto Mantooth. He's a ground modder. He's been doing his a lot. He's been doing his channel for a while, and he lives down the street from me. He's actually one of the guys who got me into moto vlogging. Cool guy. His videos are kind of like Grummy Bear, like antics, like, oh, let's get in trouble. Not really in trouble. He's also a professional editor and graphic artist, so he's always got really cool cuts and stuff. You should watch his stuff because you get some really good ideas as to how to make your own videos. Smallboard 2 Wheels, he's up and coming. He just started. Super cool guy, and eventually he lives in Katy, so eventually I'm going to be able to, as soon as we get Cena's, after I win the lottery and I'm able to buy one, we're going to dual moto vlog and set up our helmets. You already said you subscribed to Photogrammer, and there was one more. I can't remember. So, yeah, they're pretty cool guys. And then if you, I know this sounds cheesy, but like if you comment and stuff on their videos and you talk and stuff, other people see your name and then they get curious and then they click on your YouTube and then they subscribe to you. I know it sounds kind of like you're being cheap, but that's just the way it works. People, and I mention this every single time I do a live chat. Like-minded people like to try to find other like-minded people because we can sit around and talk about motorcycles forever. I feel like at some point in time, I feel like that's all I ever talk about sometime. Been gonna have dinner movie with the wife. Have an amazing night. Thank you, sir, for being the third Patreon to my channel. You don't understand how happy that makes me that I've got off the ground and I'm not even monetized on my channel yet. I'll get there eventually. But hit me up on the Discord or the DMs on Instagram. Oh my gosh, I can't think. All right, bud. Have a good time. Watch a good movie. Eat a burger or a steak or a kale salad or whatever it is you like to eat. Chickpeas, hummus, pizza, some balut, or whatever it is that you like to eat, man. Thank you very much, and I appreciate it. Now, everybody else that's still in here, you should all learn from his example and become a Patreon. Anyways, Corbin, who's in here, and Kerbo, Danny is Kerbo. They picked out my vinyl wrap for my bike. So, yay. That's going to be... Oh, Kerbo isn't here. Kerbo's always here. Now I have to send a chat in Discord and see if I can get Kerbo on here. But Kerbo knows that I do this every Sunday. Now I feel incomplete. Just kidding. At Kerbo. Live is on now. Oh, and look, he called himself Police Bike. That's hilarious. Warren, I've done nothing to the engine except the oil spark plug. I have stock airbox, a filter, and a GY6 exhaust tip. I run a 2080-12 on the rear. What's the stock size? The stock size is a 130/70/12. What does that mean? Can someone help me with tires? If mine is a 130/70/12 and his is a 120/80/12, does that mean it's shorter and wider? Or is it taller and... I don't know. I don't know anything. Without Google, I would not know anything. There's probably like some little Google motorcycle tire calculator that can show you what's it on there. Live chat can feel complete. We are complete now. Thank you, Scott, for coming. I thought you were here already. Let me scroll up. I thought you were here already. Yours is shorter and wider. Mine is shorter, and wider. So yours is taller and skinnier? I want a wider tire in the back. Maybe not necessarily a taller tire, although I don't think you can avoid it, because I'm pretty sure it'll fit in this well and keep underneath the boot. But anyways, I want a wider, slightly taller tire, if not just only wider tire. Width, height of tire as percentage of width. Oh, Joe Dirt. So width and height. So width is 130. Height is 70. No. 130 is height. And 70 is percentage of height as width. Oh, okay, I get it. So if it's let's just call them millimeters. If it's 170 millimeters tall, 70% of 130 is how wide the tire is. So if his is 120, which is a shorter tire, it's 80% of it, so it's wider. But if it's 130 and 80, then so it's probably close to the same width. His tire is just shorter, right? We have a 3-inch rims. Oh, is that how wide the? Okay, I didn't know that. That's good to know though. I plan on changing the tire in the back. They're not sticky enough for me, but now that I got these cool pegs, I can lean the crap out of it, so that makes me happy. Thank you, Scotty Warren, for your knowledge that you have imparted on the entire group. Yours is 5-inch, mine is 4.7-inch. Oh, okay, yeah, in millimeters or inches. Oh, so it's not that much of a difference, but your tire is definitely a wider tire than mine. I'm probably going to be running the same size tire on the front of my ruckus as the back, so it'll just suck up the bumps and the potholes. Oh yeah, speaking of, my ruckus rear tire is starting to wear. It's almost down, all the nubs are almost gone, so I'm pretty excited about that. But I'm thinking, Scott, about shrinking my front tire a little bit and then replacing the back one with maybe something the exact same tire, but I'm thinking about shrinking the front tire a little bit. What do you think about that? Will it make my steering suck? Or should I just go with the same tire in the front and the back? Well, I mean, they're only a little bit. One's a little taller than the front and back, but I don't know. We'll see. Let me know now that people are in the Discord. I can ask these questions whenever I run into them, and then everyone can tell me what's going on immediately. All right, everybody. Today I have a special guest. This is my lovely wife, April. She is here. She got back from the Renfest today, and she's gonna stick her tongue on. Look her. Come on, no wet willies. Don't. I'm a man. Quit making me look not manly on it. Stuff it. Say hi.
Hi guys. How are y'all doing today?
This is my wife, and she's so lovely.
If you've never been to the Texas Renaissance Festival, you should really go.
Yeah, she enjoys it so much that she camps there for days and stuff, so it's very fun for her. Scott Rainey asked, how's the hand doing now?
Oh, it's good.
Oh, it's not. Oh, it's still puffy though. Look, it's still puffy. It's still puffy. Now, if everybody's wondering, and you Motobikes, you're new here, so she punched me in the face, and then her hand broke in two places. No, I'm just kidding. She was riding the Honda Ruckus and took a turn too wide and drove into a bush-like tree.
It was a bush, but we're going to call it a tree so it sounds cooler.
Well, there was big branches that were hit her hand, and as she wasn't wearing gloves, and it broke. Here, let me show you. Here. So she has 2 breaks in the knuckle.
In that finger that I can't lift on screen.
Yeah. And then a crack right below it here. Not a full break. And then apparently there's some problems in the wrist, too, that looks like it's going to need some fixing. So, yeah, she drove. Look, Motobike said, LOL, us Filipinos have jaws of steel.
Yeah.
Pacquiao. That's seed.
This Sicilian couldn't punch him hard enough.
She's Italian, so Italians have hands of concrete. Not that I've ever been pinched by her. I've never been punched by her. Never been punched by her twice. I can't even wink. Oh, there, it's more obvious here. Anyways, yeah. Just kidding. Glad it didn't do worse. Yeah, me too. Yeah. You know what? In the whole part, as she's driving through this giant bush, she's fighting with her feet on the ground and didn't drop it. Everybody must give her props. She's never rode a scooter. Plus, she was flying like crazy into that turn. She must have been at at least 50 degrees trying to take that turn.
It's almost healed enough.
Yeah.
I might be able to ride tomorrow with them. Wish me luck. I want to.
Yeah.
So maybe
tomorrow's.
I'll hit a tree with this hand.
Tomorrow's Northwest Houston Mini Motos meet. We're going to some type of Japanese fusion.
There's letters
place.
all over my face.
Yeah, you're the chat. She's hiding behind the chat, guys. By the way, Ben, he is now a Patreon. He's not in here anymore. He went to go with a movie for his dinner, but he got another Patreon.
Oh, thank you. Yeah.
Yay! Maybe she can try out the cheapest brass knuckles on Amazon and add that to the video on your other channel.
Yes.
What's my other, my domestic violence other channel? What's it called? Watch April punch Caesar in the face channel?
There might be a crowd for that.
No one.
We will think.
Yeah,
about
but
that.
it wouldn't.
We will consider. We will consider it. It was a great suggestion. We really appreciate you.
It wouldn't be on YouTube though.
No.
It'd be on
we'd actually make
Pornhub or something.
Actually make some money possibly, you know.
And Dragny, yes, I'm telling you, when she took off. She was in front of me. We got cut off because there were all these other motorcycles, and I was behind her. And she went in because we were going to the stunt lot, and she was going into the driveway, and she went. Ring.
I got nervous.
And then tried to straighten it too soon and went into the bush.
I looked at the bush and the curb.
Yeah.
And, if you look at it,
object fixation.
And, I had 3 options, okay? My 3 options were either my hand. What?
No, keep going.
It was either my hand, my foot, or the bike. And we're not going to spend the money to fix the bike because someone didn't hit me and I hit a bush. But my ankle, I didn't want to do that because I had, 24 miles to walk on the weekend to go to Ren Fair. So I hit my hand because I've got 2 and I can hold a beer in this one.
She literally punched it. Now, Scott Rainey obviously subscribes to cheap stuff on Amazon, CSOA.
Uh-huh.
I haven't posted anything in there in a while. I have another YouTube channel where I used to get products from Amazon, Chinese vendors, and I would do videos and reviews and post them, and they'd give me free stuff.
Like 3D printers and drones?
Yeah, they still send me stuff.
Yeah.
But I just...
All right, guys. It was a pleasure. I'm going to head in.
Thank you for stopping by.
I need a beer. Bye.
Can I have a glass of tea?
Yeah.
So I have another channel, Cheap Stuff on Amazon, and they still send me stuff. Once you're in, and they mail me, vegetable spiralers and Bluetooth headphones and speakers and Apple Watch bands, which I don't even have an Apple Watch anymore, and they send me stuff. One of the things I had is a Bluetooth receiver where you can turn your device into a Bluetooth whatever, and they just keep sending me the stuff, so I just end up keeping it all and giving it away as Christmas presents. But now I can keep them all and give them to my subscribers on this channel as giveaways. Yay! By the way, it's not hot in the garage. I'm wearing a jacket because the mosquitoes are eating me alive. I'm hoping that I got a few more people in the Discord channel today, because the Discord channel is where I get... Where'd she go to the Texas runoff? Is it Waxahachie? Is that close to where I'm at? It's the Texas Ren Fest. It's maybe an hour or so away from here towards College Station. It's kind of between me and College Station, Houston and College Station. If the answer is yes, if that's where that is, Waxahachie, because I don't know where that is, then yeah, that's where she went. She actually left there on Thursday, and she's been there And she came back today. She was actually supposed to come back tomorrow, but it's getting rainy, and she said it was getting too hot, and then it was starting to get expensive. I only have so much money. There's 7 to 8 people that live in my house, and I'm the only one who works right now. So that's why I'm pushing the Patreon thing. And yes, motorbikes. She probably was dragging her. She was leaning into it, and then she looked at the bush, and then she straightened out, and then like just went towards it. So anyone who hasn't taken the motorcycle safety course, look where you want to go. Don't look at what you don't want to hit, because you'll hit it. Have you ever wondered how these people hit these trees in a giant field when there's nothing else in the field, and they hit the tree, or they drive into the biggest ditch or whatever? Just look where you want to go. What flavor am I vaping? It is pink lemonade. Pink lemonade, and it's normally like a cinnamon sugar cookie thing, but I decided to try something different, and this is pretty good, I guess. I finally dropped down from 9 to 6 milliliter nicotine, because I've been smoking for a while, which smoking should age you, right? She's back with the tea, and they want me to ask which Texas Renaissance Festival. Was it in Waxahachie?
No, it's past Magnolia in Todd Mason.
So there's your answer.
And the difference between the Texas Renaissance Festival and other Renaissance festivals is the Texas Renaissance Festival allows you to camp overnight while you're there. So you can go into fair, have all the drinks that you want, and stumble your way to where you're going to sleep. Versus getting your car and something dangerous happening and you get into an accident or something. And on top of it, there's huge bonfires and very...
naked Jenga. There's naked Jenga.
This weekend, I actually watched a guy walk around with 2 girls butt naked on rope.
Hey, hold on.
Oh, I'm not allowed to say butt naked.
You could say butt naked, but you don't tell those stories about naked
You cannot...
people
Okay, well, yeah, what happens at fair
pouring
stations?
wine all over their bodies, going, ugh, I'm at the fair.
Because that never happened.
No, it never happened. I've never been to
He's
Texas.
never drank wine and
No.
rubbed it on him. I'm going to leave.
Stop.
That's a different video.
Stop.
Wrong YouTube channel.
No one's nominated me for the 3 for 3. There's where they nominate a moto vlogger, and then you have to say 3 things about you that people didn't know about.
Y'all should message me and ask me
Which, by the way, I should
questions.
nominate moto bikes. You're a moto vlogger.
Yeah.
If you'll accept the
challenge,
your next video should be 3 things that people didn't know about you. It doesn't have to be moto vlog related, but generally...
It has to be very personal.
No, it doesn't have to be very personal. I'm more like, I want to talk about his ingrown toenail or whatever.
He has an extra toe?
No. Mom,
Oh my God. Did y'all know
stop.
that he had it? No, I'm kidding. All right. I'm going to go. Thanks, guys. I'll see y'all next time.
Thank you, Mom. But yeah, so if you're still in here, moto bikes, 3 things that people didn't know about you. And it's where moto vloggers nominate about each other, and it generally people say stuff about like bikes or about stuff about them. I have 8 kids, or I was born in leap year, or something like just things. So that'd be cool. There's an idea for your next video. Can't wait for it to come out. I will watch it. Whoa, don't stop her from talking. We want to hear the good stories. I have been there. There is camping, and it is... Think of it as a rave, but like with a bunch of people from the Renaissance playing those little ukulele stringy things and dancing around in chainmail. Like the chainmail chicks who wear all the chainmail and nothing else but chainmail. like, shouldn't be, I guess is a good term to be friendly. I'll be friendly about it. As a kid, I loved going to the Renaissance Festival in Waxahachie. My sister lives in Waxahachie. The big turkey legs were awesome to eat. I felt like I was in the Flintstones eating a dinosaur. Yes. That's my favorite part about the Renaissance Festival is like going and eating stuff on a stick. Mead is pretty good. If that's the type of wine, if anyone's ever had mead tastes pretty good. I'm not a drinker. For specific reasons that when I do drink, like, apparently there's this switch called common sense that turns off, and I end up in the weirdest places and in the weirdest of situations. I think the worst was I woke up in another city. I woke up in Galveston once. It's like, oh, how did I get here? Whose shirt am I wearing? Who are these people? Anyways, don't want to know that. I'm going Sunday. Huzzah. Oh, small bore 2 wheels. Hey, moto bikes. This is the other moto vlogger, small bore 2 wheels. He's the ruckus rider that I was talking about earlier. Cool guy. We're going to do dual moto vlogs one day. He was nominated for the 3 for 3. Small bore 2 wheels. Can you describe what the nomination 3x3 means? The 3 of 3 or 3x3? Because I nominated him for that, and I thought it was 3 things that you didn't know about yourself, about people didn't know about you. Galveston's not a bad place to wake up. Now it's not, but like years ago, it was. It's not a terrible place, but it's not exactly the most. It's getting better. Oh, you also watch this 3x3. Hey, yeah, there you go. So we're done. We know what's going on now, right? FYI, my internet has stabled out. I am only at a 22% dropped frame rate. Jerry Madden. Hey, what's up, bud? How are you? You're new. I don't remember seeing your name, and if you have, welcome back. If you haven't, good. I don't recognize the name, but what kind of carb can I get for my 2018 KP Mini, and where did you get all of your other parts? Okay, so I'm gonna type this in. Nibby. Crap. Nibbi. That's the name of the carb. There's a 28 millimeter carb that they sell. It's on Amazon. And then there is recommended generally with it is there's a little intake manifold. And I have someone who installed one, and it is freaking amazing looking. Okay, sorry guys, I'm gonna have to do this to you, but we're gonna go and spend a little bit of time. I hope this doesn't kill my internet connection. Amazon.com. Nibby carb. 28 millimeter. And it also fits a GY6, by the way. Anyways, here we go. Let's switch to desktop mode now. Anyways, if you can see it, this is a Nibby carb. It looks awesome. 28 millimeter, fully adjustable. And it fits in the, a GY6, first of all. But it fits in a, wow, this is expensive. Hold on. The one I was looking at was like $70. That's the 26. There it is. That's 48 millimeter. Well, anyways, it looks like this, and it's pretty sweet. Look at that. Well, that one's a 26, but they make it in a 28. and it's rejettable. It's got an awesome throttle body. It's a racing carb, so there you go. That's the carb you should get. Second of all, the parts you get from your dealer, Mr. Madden, Mr. Madden. If you have a dealer that you bought it from, they should be able to get you those parts. But if they don't, I can hook you up with someone who you can buy them from, and they will mail them to you. Specifically the pegs, the exhaust, the levers. He doesn't have the stunt cage yet. The stunt cage is coming out soon. And there's a giant box that you could put back here where you can carry stuff in. To me, it looks very Chinese, like China people in China use it to like bring home their groceries. I know a guy who bought one, and he said he could fit 2 gallons of milk in there and still have room. So if that gives you any idea of how big it is. But email me, Mr. Madden. Mr. Madden, also, if you also want to try, there's a Discord link for a chat room. You can click on the chat room link. It's called Discord. It'll get you into a chat room, and you can ask questions away that you want in there. But at the same time, you can also email me at Caesar, C-E-A. Can someone type in my email address? C-E-A-S-A-R at sevproductions.com. There you go. There's my email address. And then I'll point you in the direction of the people that can sell them to you. Oh, man, I need to catch up on some of this chat. What vape are you running? It is a G-Priv Baby. It's the shorter one. You know how they're normally like about this tall. Reason being that I got this size is because it needs to fit my pocket, and hopefully there's no one from working here. I secretly use it at work. I do this, and then I go under my desk, and everybody wonders why my area always smells like flowers and strippers. You say 3 things people don't know about you. Oh, you say 3 things that people don't know about you, and then they nominate 3 people. I don't know about nominating 3 people. You can nominate 1 or 2, I guess, but whatever. I guess it's kind of like that pay it forward type thing. And that, yes, small bore 2 wheels, that carb looks awesome, doesn't it? It fits in the Lafon. You have to extend your throttle cage cable by like a 1/4 inch to make it work, but you just peel some plastic back and it will work. Second, you might, if you can't get in right, you'll have to trim some of the plastic off to get that big giant wheel to turn. But yes, it will work. A guy picked up a Ruckus seat frame from the other day that ordered an EFI kit, but he had it going on a GY Ruckus. I can't wait to see how that turns out. What's it called? Denver whatever. He sells a bunch of Ruckus parts. He has an EFI kit, which is pretty much the generic Chinese EFI kit. I did some research on it. And have you looked at how you do the mapping for the electronic fuel injection? It is insane how many settings there are to get that. Until someone comes out with a basic map. Yeah, rolling wrench. Thank you, small bore 2 wheels. Rolling wrench. There's no way I'm going to do that EFI thing until someone gets a good map going, a generic map going that I can use. We should start a game between some of the motovloggers. Yes. You know, and that's what I was thinking about. We should do like some kind of a subject pass around. Like I talk about a subject and then I link you, and then you talk about that subject and what you feel about it, and then he links small bore, and then small bore talks about that subject, and then he links, and then if a viewer wants, they can watch this whole circle of motovloggers and what they think about, for example, loud pipes saves lives. What do you think about that? Do you think that loud exhaust pipes on motorcycles saves lives because people can see you or hear you before they see you? Or do you think it's ridiculous because you're just waking up and annoying everybody in the world that's around you with your loud exhaust? Stunts. The guy from Rolling Wrench sells EFI. He sells the EFI setups, but he sells it as a DIY. There's no pre-programmed settings. Thanks, bro. You're awesome. Yeah, go ahead and send me that email, and I promise you, I will give you the hookup on the parts. As a matter of fact, I want to show you the triple tree again. This is the triple tree I got from a dealership in, I believe it's Wisconsin. Your key goes here, and this is your triple tree, obviously, in your middle part. It's all anodized aluminum, if you can see through here. Stainless on all of the screws, and then if you look, there's a set of holes so you can adjust the height of your, the distance of your steering wheel. Now, of course, you're moving it off of center rotation, so it might make it a little squirrely. I don't know. They sent it to me, so I'm going to go ahead and install it, and I'm going to do my review on it, because it also matches all the other parts, somewhat matches all the other parts on my bike. But yes, see? Cool stuff. And sorry, guys, but this is stuff specifically for Mr. LaFawn, Mr. Madden. And then there's the exhaust on here, and then obviously I've got the rear set where they relocated the master cylinder, and look how far back it is. It's like you're riding a race motorcycle. And the cool thing about it is, I don't know if you have the same problem, but those pegs are like way down there, and like you can barely get 30 degrees out of it before you start hitting your freaking pegs on the ground. I used to hit the pegs on the ground all the time, and it was scary because it's solid cast iron crap, and it's like if it catches, you're gonna get flipped off that bike. So if you're not super tall, Mr. Madden, these are a good idea if you're not a really tall guy, because I can only imagine if you're really tall, you're gonna squish your legs pretty far back here, because your feet are like only like, oh, and also it gets rid of your rear pegs, so no more passengers. Anyways, I just wanted to share that with Madden, because there's not a lot of LaFawn people that show up in here. I can't stand bikes without exhausts. Mr. Madden, yes, they're very dangerous. They don't flip. Why didn't they build pegs that flip up? So if it hits the ground, it breaks and comes up, instead of creating motorcycle ejection seat, you know? And then if my foot was underneath the shifter, because you shift up and I turn, I drag my shoe on the ground, and it caught on a couple of cracks a few times and messed up my work shoes. By the way, yes, I wear dress shoes on my LaFawn, and I ride to work with it, and I dragged them. I actually wore out a pair of shoes really fast, so now I wear a pair of black K-Swiss shoes to work. They're sneakers, but no one pays attention to your shoes. And then if someone's going to ask me, I'm like, look, I ride a motorcycle to work. Please don't make me wear super slippery dress shoes to work. And don't make me carry a second pair of shoes, because, again, I'm on a motorcycle. Brandon, what's up, Brandon? Man, you comment like snuck up in the middle. I didn't even notice it was there. Brandon is also a regular, shows up in the chats. By the way, Brandon, I don't know if you saw it in the last live chat, but there's a Discord link below that you can click on, and you can join the chat channel. There's an app you can install called Discord, and you can jump in, and I can chat with anybody that I feel like whenever I want to. And then people have gotten a hold of me with questions. Sneak a vape here and there. Yes, I do. I actually used to go to the bathroom and then vape in the bathroom and then come back out, but then people were asking me, why am I going to the bathroom? Do I like have, IBS or something? Like, do I have like leakage or something, or like do I have prostate problems where I have to pee all the time? No, I'm vaping in there, but I can't tell you that because I'm not supposed to be doing that in the building. And then the smoking section is like 40 miles away that I have to walk. And at the same time, there's smokers out there, and I don't want to smell their cigarette smoke because now that I've stopped smoking and I vape now, cigarette smoke smells bad. So better than EFI kits than a rolling match custom maps. Yeah, if there's a self-tuning EFI, that would be awesome. But we don't have ECUs on our bikes to transmit that data for the thing to learn, because they're static mappings whenever you program them. I can't stand bikes with Come on, just leave your dress shoes at work and change your shoes when you get to... Yes. Thank you, Mr. Smarty Pants. I've done that, and I've left them there, but then I end up not changing my shoes because no one ever notices that my K-Swiss shoes aren't work shoes. I have also switched to wearing colored jeans. I have some like tan ones and some black ones, and then gray ones, and most people haven't even noticed that they're denim yet. They're like Levi 501s. How long do you usually run streams for? Anywhere between an hour and 2 hours. Once I ran for about 2 hours and 15 minutes. But generally, I just blabber on for about... Guys who've been here before, how long do I normally... It's about 2 hours, right? Mostly it's about 2 hours. Or until my throat starts to hurt. Which it has done before. I've been sitting here talking, and then I could feel it in my throat. And then whenever this mic that I have underneath here, whenever this mic starts to make weird colors, I know that it's time to go because it's really humid out here. But anyways, yeah, so what's up? Come on, man, you're in Texas. Dress Up for People is wearing a dress coat, a button-down shirt, and blue Wrangler jeans. Yeah, and I do work in oil and gas. And when people come visit from the rigs and from out in the field, that's how they... Shoot, I've even seen people come in with the bolo ties, you know, the little... It's like the thing, the amulet thing, and it's got the two little cords that hang off of it. They walk in with that, and then in their jeans and their boots. They're good boots. And they're like, I'm dressed up. I'm ready for that meeting. Let's go ahead and talk about that HR stuff. You know, I need me some benefits, and let's go forward. Come on. All right, let's go. I gotta get back home because I gotta feed the cows. You know, stuff like that. And I'm not making fun of people who have country accents, because one time I visited New York and someone told me that I have a heavy country accent. Really? And then they said I talk slow. Like, they said it sounded like I was talking like that. Like, really? Okay. It's because you guys talk at 100 miles per hour and say, you guys. You guys? Anyways, yes. So, 2 hours. Yes, I'm wearing jeans and tennis shoes to work, but they're camouflaged as work clothes. Plus, I sit in an office in a desk that's a secure area that's locked that no one can get into anyway. So, whatever. Oh my god, you got me over here rolling. I've got that Texas accent. Everybody here in Detroit asks me where I'm from. You have a Texas accent and you're in Detroit? Yeah. I had people, when I went to New York, see, I'm now getting all excited and I'm pushing my chair around. Hold on. When I went to New York, people asked me if those things they actually roll around in the streets. And I was like, what are you talking about? It looks like a dead bush. Tumbleweeds? Are tumbleweeds blowing around in Houston, rolling around in the streets? No, it's not the Wild Wild West. It's Houston. We're modernized. We're an industrial city. Oil and gas. Come on. And then they also asked me, do some people ride horses to work? I was like, really? Do you think people ride horses to work? I mean, to work. To school? Do people ride horses to school? And then I asked around, like in East Texas and stuff, that people actually do ride horses to school. They actually have stalls for them. And then I asked some people over in East Texas also about tumbleweeds, and they say, yeah, there's tumbleweeds. So, okay, not in Houston, but like in Cut and Shoot and whatever places are out, Beaumont and whatnot, and north of that and east of Dallas, yes. Apparently, people ride horses and to school, and people see tumbleweeds. What's up, PA? Joe S. There's Joe Dirt, who comes to this channel, which I don't think I've seen him tonight, but he said, did he say he was going to come here? I think he said he wouldn't be able to make it. And then Joe S., who is here all the time. Cool guy. Cool guys. It's the Joes and Kerbo that have been here since, like, the beginning of the world. Which is, if you're talking about the world being my YouTube channel, then yes. Got some crazy questions as well. I'm from Hawaii, and they always ask me if I live in grass huts. Do you? Oh, come on. Have people ever been to Hawaii? Now, in the Philippines, I've been in some, what are they called? Nipa huts? They're the houses that are made of bamboo, and you'd be surprised how comfortable they are, especially in a place where the humidity isn't bad and the breeze is nice. It's like you're living in a blow-through, like those people that wear dry fit? Well, imagine your house being a cotton shirt, but then a Nipa hut being like a dry fit shirt. Like everything blows through it, and it feels great. But yeah, they probably I'm pretty sure they ask you stuff like, do you surf? Or have you ever surfed? I don't know, what's another stereotype you could think of for Hawaii? Do you eat roasted pig all the time? Are there chickens running around everywhere? Which there are chickens running around over there. I went to Hawaii once. Joe said, thanks, Rother. Oh, brother. Yeah, you too, man. It's cool. Autocorrect, I guess. Joe is also part of the Discord channel. Joe is not a Patreon yet, but maybe someday. Hey, let's see if we can get 2 Patreons today. That'd be awesome. That would make my day. Anyways, for those of you who just joined, next week I'm off starting October 10th, which is my birthday, my 45th birthday, and I will be off all week. Well, from Wednesday to Wednesday, not really all week. The reason I had to take my vacation like that is because I have a lot of system maintenance to do that following Friday after October, like October 17th or something like that. So I couldn't really take that off because I have to stay at work all night and do system maintenance. But yeah, so I'll probably be doing a couple of extra live streams during the week. I was thinking about doing a marathon type thing. Where's the ruckus? Anyways, I'm going to shave off the tail end of the ruckus, the bracket, and put a LED strip in there. And I figured I'd just turn on the live stream and let it run in the garage while I'm working on it and check the conversation every once in a while. I don't know. Does it sound exciting? Because it doesn't to me, but I've seen other people do it and have hundreds of people watching their channel. Gotta sneak it in somehow. It's $1 or $2. It's cool. You don't have to. I'm being salesman pushy when I say it, but you don't have to. But if you look, Ben just signed up today, and then on Wednesday last week, Kerbo and Corbin became Patreons, which is cool. I really appreciate it. Kerbo and Corbin got to choose the vinyl wrap in the secret room in the Discord channel. So, yeah. Anyways, Mr. Madden, I'm excited just to get you the information so you could buy the parts, because if you watch my intake video where you make the short intake, which is super easy to do, by the way. You just gut out that box and reroute some hoses and then put in that 45-degree tube with that K&N filter in the end. That's a power adder. And then you said you wanted to do the carb. Just throw the carb in with the stock jets is way more than this PZ26 that we have as a crappy carb that comes with it. And then you do the exhaust, you'll go 70 easy. And I also thought Kerbo was a chick too, by the way. Someone told me that, but I mean, Danny could be a girl too, right? But it's normally IE. But it's cool, whatever. Maybe he's both. I don't know. All I know is cool dude, cool person, and drives a enduro, a dual sport, kind of like a Hawk or a TT250. I can't remember. Anyways, Scott Rainey. That's how the junkie from the channel Jerky Shop Time. He'll do brakes on a big truck and let it live stream and check the messages and talk. Danny Thor? Cool person, yes. I thought so that's what I was thinking about. Putting it live stream, put it in the garage, and just like, seriously, I mean, I'll still do a review video or a more of an organized video of whatever it is that I did. Because I like motovlogging. Don't get me wrong. I like motovlogging, especially off the cuff. I believe Motobikes, who's in, I don't know if he's still in here, his last one was something like talk about whatever. And I've done that before, where I literally leave to motovlog for work and I have no idea what I'm going to talk about. And then it turns into a complete conversation about something. So normally it works out. But about 20% of the time I drive and I talk about, I can't even talk. It's like I can't even think of what I want to talk about. What's up, Danny Thor? Danny Thor is not Kerbo, are you? Cool person. Still here. Yeah. Have you ever done that? Like, moto bikes? Like, you get to go motovlog and then you have no subject in mind, and then all of a sudden you're talking about, I think one time I talked about riding behind dump trucks and getting stuck in school zones. And that was the topic of the video. And then another time, I think I was talking about snowflakes and how everyone wants everything to be so PC. And then one time, has anyone seen the video about Grom shaming? I made a video about Grom shaming, that people were shaming me because my mini bike was not a Grom. Yeah, so that became a thing, and then I was talking like a politician. No more Grom, and it was pretty good. If you're wondering if it's still frozen, oh, he's talking about my stream. Yeah, internet sucks in my garage, so I cut in and out. Okay, so yeah, like, Motobikes is not familiar, but I had crappy internet. I went to go and sign up for new internet, so they came out to install the new internet, and they were like, we can't install it because there's my lines are aerial, and there was vines growing around that pole and over the lines, and they said you need to have some Centerpoint come out and clear the lines so we can work on them. Then I call Centerpoint, and Centerpoint says, no, that's not our responsibility. I'm like, it's the light pole. My electricity comes across these lines, and you're not responsible for the pole? Because they've come out and cut all the stuff off the bushes, especially before hurricane season. They cut all the tree limbs around it so that nothing falls on top of it and breaks something. Well, they said they're not going to do it, so I have to go out there myself and hope to God that none of those lines are in over a power line, because it's really muddy below the pole, and I don't want to stand in mud grabbing a vine that's connected to an electrical line. So that would be crazy. So I'm stuck because I can't really do anything about it because it's still raining. It's been raining for days, and I can't stand underneath there to clean it. Anyways, so I'm back to my old internet. I've also been... Hello? Oh yeah, okay. I'm also using the Comcast, the Xfinity Wi-Fi. So I try. I'm actually at about 20% dropped frame rate, so that's actually better than it's been most of the night so far. Oh, I know about crappy internet. I used to live in San Angelo, Texas. We had internet worse than McDonald's Wi-Fi. Yeah, well, McDonald's is giving you probably a VLAN to the internet off of their main pipe that's coming out of there from their MPLS connection to corporate office or something like that. So, yeah. Because they pay a pretty penny for that MPLS connection. Oh, yeah, one time, if you're not familiar, one time I did a live stream from Panera Bread because my internet was so bad, I got on the scooter and drove in the rain to a Panera Bread set up with a headset and streamed for like an hour and a half while people are looking at me like I'm crazy. What is this guy doing? Why is he talking to his computer? I had some old people come up and like look around and like at the monitor, like, what's he doing? He's talking to a picture of himself talking. So yeah, that was my excitement for the day. Anyways, I hope I got more people into the Discord. I'm gonna check in the Discord real quick and see if I see any new faces. Motorbikes is in there. Police bike. Oh, that's Benjamin or Ben. So I got 2 new people in here. I don't see anyone. Oh, and I gotta change police bike to green. The green ones are the Patreons. Small Bore 2 Wheels is in there. Small Bore 2 Wheels hangs out in there a lot. So if anyone ever has ruckus questions, he's always in there. I'd like to see some more people in there, if I could. I'm probably talking to the same people the entire time, and you guys just hear me repeat myself over and over again. But at least I'm not at 60% frame loss anymore. So someone throw something at me. Ask me a question. Is LaFon owner... what's his name? Oh, hold on. What's his name? Oh, Madden. Jeremy Madden. I haven't seen that email come in yet, Mr. Madden. I'm looking forward... Oh, wait. I'm looking forward to... Hold on. Okay, so... It looks like I'm... Hold on, I'm going to turn the volume up. Okay, yeah, so you can hear me. I'm just all gibbery. But anyways, Madden, you need to join the Discord, and it'd be cool if another person was a Patreon tonight, but you don't have to. I'm going to talk really close to the mic like this, and if you want to be a Patreon, that's cool with me, alright? I'm going to talk really nice. Oh, I did get an email. yeah, so I did get an email from Madden. Like, as soon as I said that, like, his email showed up on my phone. So anyways, I got another question to ask you guys. I have a friend who's selling a GoPro 5. I need a newer GoPro. My GoPro 6 broke. I don't know if anyone knows, but my GoPro 6 fell on its face and freaking broke after I had it for a week, and GoPro won't fix it. But they will offer me $100. They will sell me stuff at a discount when they already told me they would sell me a GoPro 7 at $100 off for my motovlog. But that's still $299. Would you spend $299 on a GoPro 7? Or would you spend $300 on a... Wait, would you spend $150 on a GoPro 5 or $300 on a GoPro 7? You let me know. Perhaps you can help me decide that. Hey, cool, Joe. Okay, Joe. What you need to do is buy a GoPro 7 and get it mounted and on your helmet, and maybe record some stuff around and share some video with me so that I could put some of your footage in some of my videos. And I can get you into some moto vlogging or whatever. As a matter of fact, anybody who's in here, whoever has a cool idea or wants to record something that's cool that they did, you can email it to me and I'll incorporate it into a video. No problem. This is our channel, not my channel. I still got a lot of people in here. You know, my normal average for my channel is pretty much 8. So that's pretty good. Wait, how many Patreons? It says 3. Yay! I like seeing 3 Patreons on here now. And it looks like Ben is $1, not $2. But that's okay. Anything's better. Have you seen the new GoPro 7's stabilization footage? Is that not amazing looking? It's like they're using a gimbal. Not huge fan of the new GoPro. Yeah, because you've got... Okay, so the way it works is GoPros, every device that connects to the GoPro port needs to handshake. And what that means is that handshake is proprietary. So if I plug a mic in, the mic needs to tell the GoPro that it's a mic, and then it will act like a mic. Versus my GoPro 3, which, by the way, I love my GoPro 3. It's got the most simple setup in the whole world. You can just plug whatever it is, and then whatever it is will work. To me, that seems better. Now, I understand that they want to sell their products, and they want to sell stuff that they sell. But please, why did you have to put a box like this big on it? So then now, yeah, look. Now you make me think about dial-up back in the day. That was a handshake. That's exactly what he has on the screen right now. Anyways, but why did they have to put this gigantic... Why do they have to put this gigantic box on there? Where the heck am I going to put that on my helmet? Now, I've seen other people put it where they put it on the outside of the helmet, but it's just going to put more junk. Uh-oh. Am I getting dead? Screen right now. Anyways, but why did they... Can you guys still hear me? Why did they have to put this gigantic box? Okay, so anyways, sorry, Joe, if I'm not coming through well. Bad internet. What can I say? I'm trying. Danny Thor is here? When did you get here? Oh yeah, you're the one who said I'm not a girl. I remember. Anyways, so yes, GoPro 5, I want the footage. I want to start recording at 60 frames all the time, just in case I get to a part where I want to do a little bit of slow-mo. But I guess I could do that on my GoPro 3. But then I also want the larger capacity SD card because 64 gig, I mean, it's plenty for a day's ride. But I have to be selective as to what I record. And I want to be able to record everything and then later on just go through all of it and spend however much time so I have everything that I need to record. And that's a bad habit of mine. I like to watch every drop of footage I record before I make the video, so I have to watch sometimes I have to watch 2 hours worth of junk before I make it. Yeah, leaving and joining sometimes fixes it. It's worked for me before, for other people's channels. So, what else do I got? Oh. Joe said, jetted my carb and routed the coolant lines wrong. One of the lines had too much tension and it caused... One of the lines had too much tension, caused it was on top of another hose and it was supposed to be under. Yeah, you know what? I don't like they didn't put, why? I feel like they would have been done better. Well, no, because it's a vertical motor, they can't really make the carb and intake face the front of the motor like on a Grom or a Z125 or an SSR or any of those other bikes because we have a vertical motor. So it has to face back. But it seems like they could have done a better job with the frame so that you could put stuff around. Scott Rainey, can't you run Cat 5 out of your garage where you want internet wired? My garage is a detached garage, and it's literally on the other side of the okay, you know what? We're going to do a little bit of... No, I don't want to show you on a map where my house is. But it's literally on the other side. Like here's the house, here's the garage. It's up here. So I'd have to run a cable. And this house was built in 88, so it's not pre-wired. And then second of all, it's a 2-story house, so I can't run wire through the attic real easy and come back out. I have to run it on the outside. And good God, I'm not running it between floors, because that would be really hard to do. So it would have to be an outside cable that run around the house. Or I can just get super Wi-Fi. Or I can just start broadcasting in the house. But the last time I did a live chat in the house, I didn't have a very good foot showing, and people want me to be in my garage. So I am in my garage wearing a jacket in the summer of Texas so I don't get eaten by mosquitoes, because it is the will of the people. I mean, it makes sense too. And then I can show you stuff in the garage whenever I'm in the garage. So anyways, we are at the last about 5 minutes before I have to go in. My wife got back from Renfest, and I need to spend some time with her. And I still have to go to work tomorrow. I still have to work Monday and Tuesday, but then I'm off on Wednesday. So on my Wednesday live call, it's called Hanging with Caesar. Normally, well, I don't know. So they might do something for my birthday that afternoon. So I may get on my mobile phone and stream from there. But you'll never know. We'll see how... I'm playing that one by ear, guys. And girls. Or people. People. What's the harm in running around the outside of the house and get a bug zapper? You know, I live in Texas. You'd really figure I would have a bug zapper, right? And put it in the garage. And this big bright light flashing in the corner all the time. I did install a ceiling fan in here, and it is got some airflow, so some of the mosquitoes have a hard time getting to me, but it's not good enough. And yes, if I do get good internet, I will run a Cat 5 on the outside of the house, because everyone knows that the distance limitation on Twisted Pair is 100 meters, and I'm pretty sure it's not that far away. My house is pretty big, but it's not that far away. You can buy a house big when they're old, when they were built in 88. Which, that's middle school for me. Actually, that's middle school / freshman year high school. If you can believe that. That's right, I told you guys I had my 25-year high school reunion like 2 weeks ago, which was amazing. I thought I was going to hate it, but I had a blast. Alright guys, I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up now. Let me reiterate that if you can, I would love it if you guys could support me and the channel with Patreon, but you don't have to. I got 3 now, and that's exciting to me. That makes me happy. If you could also join the Discord channel, which, let me check the Discord channel again to see if I thought I saw some new faces in there. Danny Boy's in there. Yeah, it's the same people from before. No new names, but 2 new people in there is good. I'm okay with that. But I'd really like to see more people inside of there so I can blow you guys up, send you messages. There's also some games in there. There's a bot in there, so the more you talk, the more XP you get, and the more levels you get. As a matter of fact, if you're in here, motorbikes, if you see it now, rank. That's my rank. I am level 8, and you can also do levels for the bot. And then there's a link where you can click on it and you can see how everyone ranks. And it's just some fun stuff where we talk and chat. And then you can play around with the little commands in there. Anyways, let's see, what else do I need to impart? If you just joined or you just got here recently, my birthday is next week, turn 45. I'll be doing a lot of videos. I'll probably do an extra live chat or 2 during there. I'm thinking about doing a little marathon thing where I'm working on my bike in the garage. What else? Oh, and then I'm planning to do a bunch more Ruckus videos, by the way. Hope you don't mind. But I've been lacking on the Ruckus videos lately. So, I'm going to go ahead and sign off. Whoever's in here still, if you could do me a favor and like the live chat. I normally average about 6. I have no idea how many people have liked it right now. So, cool. Yeah, see, I just saw motorbikes do the rank on there. You could also do YouTube. And then you can do Moto Nosity. I think that's how you spell it. And then it'll give you whatever, a random YouTube video from that person. And Danny Thor is Danny Boy. Oh, okay, that makes sense now. See, I should have put it together, considering they're both Danny, right? But I already turned your name into, if your name's orange in there, then you're a subscriber. If your name's green in there, then you're a Patreon. Patreons get to help me decide stuff on the bike. And I'm also going to mail them a crap load of stickers and other things that come along. I'm actually going to make some key tags. So if I get the key tags, I may send some early. I made a goal of 100 people become Patreons, and then I'll make a whole bunch of key tags. But I think 100 is a really outlandish number. I don't think I'm going to get that anytime soon. But you never know. I enjoy this. I have fun with this, and I'm going to meet more moto vloggers, and someday, I don't know. I don't ever intend to quit my job. This is for fun. Just in case anyone's wondering, this is for fun. I enjoy this. I enjoy the bikes. I enjoy live chatting. I enjoy making the videos. I enjoy the how-tos. I enjoy the moto vlogging. I enjoy going out to meets. I enjoy all of it. It's super fun. The moment it becomes not fun, then I'm not going to stop doing it, but I'm going to find a way to make fun again. But I'm going to ask you guys, what can I do differently to change it up? But anyways, it's time to go in the house. I'm sweating to death under this. I need to take a shower. At least I'm not getting bit by mosquitoes. I will talk to everybody later. Hopefully I'll be able to do this again Wednesday, but I guarantee you I'll have videos every day for the rest of the week and through my birthday weekend. All right? And yes, we got to collab sometime. I mean, if you're in the Discord channel, just send me a private message, and maybe we can come up with some ideas or something like that. Anyways, talk to everybody later. Have a good one. Get a good night's rest. Prepare yourself for work tomorrow, if you're off tomorrow, for school. And don't forget to eat breakfast, because it's the most important meal of the day. And I will talk to everybody next time.